Have you ever felt pulled? Like something is steering your life, not you. Like you're reaching for something, always needing more, only to find a hollow ache remains. We live in an age of engineered desire. Every notification, every perfectly crafted image, every fleeting pleasure is designed to hijack your brain, to exploit the very mechanisms that make you human. It's a silent, relentless force, and it's making a staggering profit off your unhappiness. Billions are made by keeping you wanting, keeping you chasing, keeping you distracted. Imagine a puppet dancing on strings you can't even see. That's what happens when you surrender control of your impulses. Your freedom, your genuine joy, becomes a trade for a momentary rush. A trade you didn't even realize you were making. Think about it. How much of your day is truly yours? Studies show the average person spends nearly 4 hours a day glued to their smartphone. 4 hours. That's over 1,000 hours a year, lost in the endless scroll, the constant updates, the curated realities of others. It's a significant chunk of life, vanishing into the digital ether. But there is a way back. A way to reclaim your attention, your motivation, your very self. It's called dopamine. Fasting, and it's not about deprivation, it's about recalibration. Let's talk about dopamine. It's often called the pleasure chemical, but that's a vast oversimplification. It's the fuel of wanting, the anticipation of a reward. Think of the first bite of something truly delicious, the explosion of flavor, the sheer delight. That's dopamine at work. But here's the key: that initial surge fades. As you continue eating, the pleasure diminishes. Your brain is already searching for the next novelty, the next hit. Now, consider the addictive nature of modern technology. Video games, social media, endless streams of content. They're engineered to provide a constant stream of new stimuli, a never-ending dopamine drip. You're always on the verge of a reward, always anticipating the next like, the next notification, the next level. This creates a cycle of craving and consumption, leaving you feeling empty, unfulfilled, and strangely disconnected. You know the feeling. You intend to have a productive day, yet hours melt away as you mindlessly scroll, comparing yourself to others, chasing an elusive sense of connection. At the end of the day, you're left with a gnawing sense of regret, a feeling that you've wasted precious time and a diminished capacity to enjoy the things you once loved. Dopamine fasting isn't about eliminating dopamine altogether. That would be disastrous. Dopamine is essential for motivation, focus, and even basic survival. It's about resetting your brain's reward system, breaking free from the cycle of constant stimulation, and rediscovering the joy in simple things. It really gained traction in 2018, popularized by Dr. Cameron Seppa's article on Medium, outlining what he called dopamine fasting too. This isn't about monastic isolation. It's rooted in the principles of cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. CBT is a powerful, evidence-based approach to changing behavior, used by therapists worldwide. It focuses on understanding the connection between your thoughts, feelings, and actions. And one of its core techniques is stimulus control. Think of it like this: your phone buzzes. That's the stimulus. You instinctively reach for it, unlock it, and check the message. That's the behavior. Stimulus control is about removing the stimulus, silencing notifications, putting your phone in another room, or interrupting the behavior by engaging in something incompatible, like going for a run or diving into a book. Another powerful tool is called exposure and response prevention, or ERP. It's about facing your triggers without giving in to the compulsion. Imagine seeing a tempting image online, something that normally sends you down a spiral of unhealthy behavior. ERP involves acknowledging the urge, feeling the discomfort, and choosing not to act. It's incredibly challenging, yes, but you can learn to surf the urge, as it's often called. Close your eyes, bring your attention to the physical sensations in your body, the racing heart, the tightening in your chest. Simply observe them without judgment. Describe them to yourself. This is what an urge feels like. Breathe through it. And then gently redirect your attention to something else. With practice, these urges will become less intense, less overwhelming. You'll feel a sense of mastery, a quiet confidence that you are in control. Now, some of you might be skeptical. Does dopamine fasting actually work? If you're thinking about simply lowering your dopamine levels, the answer is no. But if you're talking about dopamine fasting too, based on the principles of CBT, the answer is a resounding yes. Analysis of over 100 studies confirms the effectiveness of CBT in addressing addictive behaviors and promoting lasting change. But it goes deeper than just breaking bad habits. Dopamine fasting can actually restore your motivation. Chronic overstimulation can desensitize your brain, reducing the number of dopamine receptors. The more you chase fleeting pleasures, the less satisfying they become. Dopamine fasting allows your brain to upregulate, to increase the number of dopamine receptors. This means you'll need less stimulus to experience the same level of pleasure. Imagine a world where a simple walk in nature, a heartfelt conversation, or a good book can bring you genuine joy, without the need for constant validation or instant gratification. If you avoid processed sugar for a month, a single blueberry might feel as satisfying as a decadent chocolate cake. So how do you actually do it? It's a two-step process. First, identify the behaviors that are causing you distress, impairment, or addiction. Common culprits include emotional eating, excessive internet or gaming, gambling, shopping, thrill-seeking, drug use, and pornography. Second, implement a dopamine fasting schedule. Start small. Maybe it's 1 to 4 hours a day, completely disconnected from your phone. Or one day, a week dedicated to unplugging. Perhaps a weekend each quarter spent in nature, away from screens and distractions. And for a truly profound reset, consider a full week each year. These are guidelines, not rigid rules. Find a schedule that works for you. But knowing what to do isn't always enough. It's easy to start, but much harder to sustain. That's where routine and reward replacement come in. Let's say you have a daily habit of buying a sugary soda from the cafeteria. You enjoy it in the moment, but afterwards you feel sluggish, guilty, and your weight creeps up. You decide to dopamine fast, but simply trying to cut back feels impossible. Here's what you can do, inspired by Charles Duhigg's book, The Power of Habit. First, identify the behavior itself, the entire routine. Getting up, walking to the cafeteria, purchasing the soda and drinking it. Then, identify the reward you're craving. What are you actually getting from that soda? Is it the sugar rush? A momentary escape from work? A chance to socialize with colleagues? Experiment with different rewards. One day, replace the soda with a bottle of water. If your craving subsides after 15 minutes, you might have simply been thirsty. Another day, go for a walk and call a friend. If that satisfies the craving, perhaps you are seeking connection. Keep a journal, noting how you feel after each alternative. Eventually, you'll start to see patterns, revealing the true reward you're seeking. Let's say you discover it's the sugar rush. Now, identify the trigger. What sets off that craving? Is it a specific time of day? Seeing someone else enjoying a sugary drink? A stressful email? Once you pinpoint the trigger, you can create a plan. When 3 p.m. rolls around, consciously choose a healthier alternative that delivers a similar reward. Maybe it's a piece of fruit, a cup of herbal tea, or a quick walk to boost your energy. I, for example, work from home, so I stock my fridge with flavored sparkling water. I get the same fizzy, flavorful experience without the harmful effects of sugar. This isn't about restriction, it's about intentionality. It's about taking control of your impulses, rewiring your brain, and rediscovering a sense of purpose and fulfillment. You have the power to break free from the cycle of engineered desire. You have the power to reclaim your attention, your motivation, and your life. Don't let yourself be a puppet on strings. Choose to be the author of your own story. Choose to live with intention. Choose to truly feel alive. Start small. Be patient with yourself. And remember, every step you take towards reclaiming your power is a victory. It's a step towards a life of genuine joy, lasting fulfillment, and unwavering freedom. You are worth the effort. You deserve to be in control. And you are capable of creating a life you truly love.